chickens. Good week.
Good morning. I was just gonna water the chickens, give them nice fresh water this morning, part of my morning chores, and I realized their water is pretty yucky. Um, a lot of them are in the shade and they sit under the trees and they get all that tree funk on them. So I thought I'd clean them up a little bit while I give them some fresh water too. I always like that. I try to put waters all around in the shade for them wherever I can in the summer. It's August here and it's been pretty warm this summer. A lot of 90-degree weather that we're not completely used to here in Maine. I mean, yes, we have days that are warm, but it's been exceptionally warm this summer. Hot and humid. We don't always have humidity here either, so. But then again, we do. It's Maine. Just wait. They say it everywhere, but they say just wait a minute, and the weather will change. It's 90 degrees one day. The next day it'll be 60 and cold, and we'll all be complaining no matter what. No matter what. Oh, that looks so much better. So much better. I've got about 4 more, so I won't have you stick around and watch me do that because that would be boring. But I'm going to go put this out for them, and then we'll take a look at my sink and whatever else I got going on around here. So our solar panel's making some power today. Thought I'd show you my dump find. My sink. Isn't that just the cutest thing? It's just a metal sink. It's got a nice deep sink part in it. Some dirty dishes, just like inside. But I made a little stand for it with some scrap wood that I had around. It's got a hole in there with a cork to plug it up, and then a bucket underneath to catch the water so I can water my plants if it gets dry. A hose running from the rain catchment. It's got a gutter all along that one. And there's Yeti. Hopefully there's not a bunch of noise. It's early in the morning and the girls are going to be laying here, so. But, yeah. So this works really well to clean out my, any of my dishes, my waterers for the chickens, whatnot. I use my off-brand Dawn dish liquid, and then I got a couple scrubbies. And then this stuff is seeds because I'm trying to grow lawn, which it's actually working. And then food for my plants, plant food for my flowers and vegetables if I need it. And so it's a really handy little sink to have. I really like it. I was very happy when I found it. Getty, not today. That's my rain catchment. It's working great for the garden. When it rains, the first part of the spring, it had not rained for like 5 weeks, really, to speak of. I mean, we had little bits here and there. But I had an old pallet kicking around, so I cut it up and put that on there. Added a Y to it so that I could have one going from there to my sink. And then I have one that the green one goes down to the garden. So rainwater is better for your garden and your plants than house water. But you know, you use what you got, right? You don't want it to go dry. So it works. Okay, Yeti, what do you got to say for yourself? Oh, that's what I figured. That's the story you tell everybody. Every time. Backside of my little coop I got from Tractor Supply when I first got chickens years ago. I put the turkeys and the baby chicks, the black Morans in here. So there's a turkey in there. And they're pretty happy being outside. They really like it. I can't see them in there. Only one turkey. Oh wait, maybe right there. There's another turkey, and then the babies are booping around in there. But they're pretty happy in there, hanging out. It's a little bigger area when they sleep up top. Works pretty good. They've got all that area underneath to run around. They can get in the sun if they want, or in the shade if they want. So it works pretty well. Are you happy in there? Oh. But yeah, they're much happier in there. There's a lot more room. And then eventually when I'll get some posts out here in back and put up a little bit of a run outside so they can get to what grass there is and they can get more familiar with the chickens so that I can let them loose and run around. And then they can go back into the big coop and hang out with them for the winter. My garden again. Oh yeah, I gotta show you what I found in my garden. Hang on, we'll be right back. So did you see those little critters? Yeah. Cucumber beetles, squash bugs, whatever you want to call them, they're back. And so I've been out here squishing bugs. Not a fan, not a fan. So, yeah, that didn't make me very happy. Found that this morning. But everybody's getting stuff going on with their gardens, and I've got quite a few cucumbers and I have quite a few growing, so hopefully they'll keep growing and we'll get a little bit more of a batch of cucumbers. I'm not planning on doing any canning this year. I was gonna do pickles, but I canned pickles a few years ago and we still have a few jars. We don't eat them a lot. So I'm not gonna do any this year, but maybe next year. That might be an idea, to do some pickles or something with them. But I did find something else, and this is good. Not sure if you can see that little guy in there, but it's a little zucchini. I picked one. It's a little bit bigger than that one. And I took it to my sister's the other day. I went over there and she's like, do you have any zucchini? And normally I would have a ton. But I had one growing on the plant here that I thought I had only one. And when I came out here to pick it, I found that this one was growing. So I was like, yay, I have another one. So we'll be able to have a fresh zucchini for something, which is really cool. And of course, my cherry tomatoes are still growing like hotcakes. There's some nice ones that are ripening up in there. My granddaughter was here, she'd grab it and eat it. I took some to her the other day, so she's been eating them. She gets excited when I send her pictures of them. And then I've got, let's see if I can get my shadow out of there. And then I've got, those are my pet peppers. Pecked peppers. Say that 3 times fast. I will not try. But yeah, they're growing, and I'll still use them. I'll just cut the bad spots out of it and use it. Oh, there's a nice one right there. Oh, let's see if I can get a good one of that guy. Look at that. That's a nice one. It's like discoveries this morning. Very nice. So, yeah. Some good stuff. Got a zucchini, a bunch of peppers, some bad stuff, squash bugs. I do see some females in there. I don't know if you see them. There's a female right there and there. And hopefully they get fertilized. And I don't really, I've got males in there. I don't know if you know, but you can tell the males, they're long stalks. Let's see if I can get in there and show you. See how the long stalks of the males, they're skinny. And then, in case you didn't know, and the females are, they actually have the zucchini. Come on, focus, focus, alamagocus. Here we go. I think that's focused. I don't know. But yeah, you can see the zucchini actually underneath that one right there. And it will start growing the fruit, but it will need to be fertilized once the flower opens by a male in order to grow the fruit or the vegetable. I call it fruit. Before it's done. So I've decided today is the day to dump out my other planter pot of potatoes, and another phrase you could say 3 times fast, planter pot of potatoes. So yeah, I'm gonna dump those out and see how many potatoes I got out of that one, and hopefully we'll get a few more. There we go. There's a little pile of potatoes. Some are usable, some are not. Some are got the split in them, but that's okay. That's pretty good. I planted 3 potatoes in that planter, and out of 3 potatoes I got all that. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And I was going to show you this real quick. This is the dirt that came out of that bucket. This is composted dirt, chicken manure, and eggshells, coffee grounds, pine shavings. You can see some of them there. They didn't all break down, but that's what that is. That's what I grew it in. I think there was a small layer of like a store-bought fertilizer mix dirt, but that was just a little bit. I'm not sure if it was in this one or if it was in the other one. It just needed some more dirt. And so what I did was I planted the potatoes, and then as they grew up out of the ground, about 3 or 4 inches, I'd add more dirt and almost cover them, just leave a few leaves out so they could reach for the sky, and they'd grow up another 3 or 4 inches. And I'd add more dirt until I couldn't add any more dirt to the plant pot. So that's how I did that. And it worked out pretty well. I kind of wish I had a taller pot, but that's all I had for that. That's why I used them, because I was down to just my last few potatoes and I wanted to get them in the ground. I didn't want them to waste, which is good because I got some potatoes out of it. Those will be good cut up. Maybe I'll freeze them with some onion and pepper or something for a little stir fry, or something to go with bacon and eggs in the morning. Just a little treat. It'll be nice. I didn't intend on this being a potato video, but I decided that those leaves had died back enough on that other potato pot that I could dump it out and see, so I thought I'd show you guys what I got out of it. You know, use what you have, and that's what I did. So it worked out pretty well. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys now, but if you like the video or any of the past videos, if you haven't seen them, go back and watch. And if you like them, subscribe, like the video, thumbs up, and hit that bell because there'll be more videos to come and who knows what I'll do. You never know around here. Have a good one.